gentlemen, the act you've all been waiting for, the Flying Calvitos, featuring Zarno the Magnificent.
Nice show, kid.
Thanks, Joey.
You're getting funner every day, Jim.
Come on, darling.
Oh, wait. Let's watch a good act.
Oh, you go ahead. You know I don't like flying acts.
Well, at least we do. Right, Corky?
Right.
Meet with your approval today, Jim?
Fine a day they don't. Wow, I wish I was up there with them right now.
Yeah, you will be someday.
Yeah, someday.
What am I sitting here for? Oh, excuse me. My fault.
Alex! Hey, Alex! Alex, wait a minute. Hey!
You can't run away from an old friend that easy, Alex.
You're mistaken. My name's not Alex.
You think I'd forget Alex Conrad, the greatest trapeze catcher in the business?
Please, Joey. Let me leave quietly, will you?
No. Not till we've had a chance for a little talk. Come on. Come on over to my wagon. Come on. Remember Gus, the thin man? Fell in love with the cook's daughter and ate himself right out of a job. you know, the last I heard of them, they were married and living in Kansas. Had 4 little kids, every one of them fat as butterballs.
Not many of the old faces around anymore, Joey.
Oh, I'll say not. Hey, what have you been doing with yourself all these years, Alex?
I've been on the move mostly. Last job I had was working for a farmer outside of Porterville.
Farmer? Oh, you're no farmhand.
I found that out.
Look, you know once you've been a part of the circus, you never get away from it. Now, you belong with us. Come on back, Alex.
I don't know, Joey. After what happened with the Flying Falcons,
You never should have left. We looked for you after the accident, but you'd already disappeared.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't face the rest of the troop.
That was wrong. It wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was. I killed them just as surely as if I'd cut the safety net out from under them.
No, you're wrong, Alex. Look, Jess regained consciousness just before he died. He wanted you to know it wasn't your grip that failed.
How could he know that?
Well, you see, his hands had become afflicted with rheumatism, and he could feel his grip going for months. Well, he kept it a secret from you and his wife because he hoped it would improve.
Did he tell you this?
Yeah, sure. The last thing he said before he died was, tell Alex it wasn't his fault.
My hands didn't fail me, Joey.
No. Hey, you see that little kid out there? You know who he is? That's Corky Falcon, the Flying Falcons boy. After the accident, I sort of adopted him.
He looks a lot like his dad.
Yeah. Hey, come on out. I want you to meet him. Come on.
Joey,
Huh?
listen, don't tell him about me. Not yet, anyway, huh?
Whatever you say. Come on. Corky, I want you to meet an old friend of mine, Alex Conrad.
Hello, Mr. Conrad.
Hello.
You gonna be with us?
Well, I don't think so, Corky. I'm just kind of looking around, see?
You've got a fine circus. You'd like it here.
I'm sure I would.
Do you have much experience around the big top?
Yeah, little. Corky. Alex has been around the circus longer than I have.
Then you must have known my mom and dad. Flying Falcons. Did you?
Yes, I did, Corky.
They were the greatest, weren't they, Uncle Joey?
They sure were. But come on, let's get out of here. Let's go see Big Tim.
Coming over and watch me, honey?
No, you know how I feel about flying.
But Jim's getting better every day.
Coming from my #1 fan and severest critic, I consider that a compliment.
Coming from your wife, you are the hardest man on shirts I've ever seen.
Maybe if we were a flying act, I could afford to buy you a sewing machine.
No, I don't want a sewing machine that bad. I'd rather have a husband who's all in one piece. Just what's so wrong with all that?
It isn't flying. Someday I'm going to be a flyer, and one of the best. I promise not to make you a widow until you're at least 30.
I can't say I appreciate your humor.
Come on, Corky.
Why was Alice mad at you?
Well, she wasn't mad, just concerned. You see, Corky, Alice used to be part of a flying act with her brother and father. Her brother fell and broke his back like your...
Like my father?
Yeah. Hey, who is that up there? He works that pedestal board like he was part of it.
Oh, that's Alex Conrad. He's Zarna's new rigger.
He was also one of the greatest trapeze catchers in the world.
You mean it? Mm-hmm. Do you suppose he would,
I know what you're thinking. Let's ask him, huh? Hey, Alex, could you come down a minute?
Be right with you.
Alex, I'd like you to meet Jim Freeman.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You've seen the act he does with his wife.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, thanks. What I'd like to be is a flyer. You think I could?
Well, I couldn't say. I'm just a rigger.
I told him you used to be a catcher.
Well, that was a long time ago. That's all in the past now.
I'd do anything you'd ask if you'd work with me.
Look, you're talking to the wrong man. See Zarno.
I have. He won't even let his catcher go up with me. If you just show me a few tricks...
I'm sorry. The answer is no.
Oh, Alex, but
What did I say wrong?
I guess I shouldn't have brought it up at all. Maybe you better forget the whole thing, Jim.
Not on your life. You're talking like Alice now. All right, Corky?
Right. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Corky. Something on your mind?
Mr. Conrad, why don't you teach Jim how to be a flyer?
It's not that I don't want to, Corky. It's just that I'm kind of afraid. You see, to be a good catcher, you have to have confidence. Confidence in your timing and in your swing, and confidence in yourself. And I just don't have it anymore.
But if you don't teach Jim how to be a flyer, how's he gonna learn?
Don't worry, Corky. Somebody will come along and make a great flyer out of your friend.
I hope so. Listen, would you meet me at Zonna's rigging in about half an hour? I got something important to show you.
Okay, I'll come with you right now if you want me to.
No, about half an hour.
Okay.
How does it feel for the great Alex to be a rigger?
I got no complaints.
A little late to try and improve your grip, isn't it?
What do you want to show me, Corky?
I've got something to show you.
Hey, come down out of there.
Oh, give him a break, Alex. At least see what he can do.
I'm not interested in what he can do.
You afraid he might be good? Look, Alex.
Your hands are too far apart. Your pop-out is ragged. Keep your arms closer to your body. Whoever taught you how to land a net?
Sort of taught myself.
Not bad. The way you land, you could break your neck. You gotta land flat on your back and shoulders. And you don't tuck your chin and arms in enough before you hit.
Yes, sir.
What makes you think you got the makings of a flyer?
I don't know that I have. I just know that that's what I want to be.
You know what you're asking for? You're asking for sleepless nights where every muscle in your body aches so much you can hardly turn over. You're asking for hands that'll become calloused and hard as a rock. You're asking for a job that will kill you first time you drop your guard.
I know all that.
I suppose you know when you leave that fly bar up there, sometimes you're traveling close to 40 miles an hour. You know what that means if your timing is off 1 split second? It means you slam into your catcher like a freight train. And if you're lucky, you'll only break your nose and knock out a few teeth. That's if you're lucky. If you're not, you knock your catcher out of the trap, and odds are one of you don't walk away.
Yes, sir.
You still want to be a flyer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Be here tomorrow after the matinee, and we'll have our first lesson.
I'll be here. You bet I'll be here, and thanks, Mr. Conrad. Honey, how does it feel to be part of a flying act again?
I'm not sure yet. All I know is I belong up here with you.
I love you. You know that?
Let's try that passing leap again. I think we can pull it off this time.
Almost had it that time. Another inch would have made it. Not bad, fellas.
Thanks.
If I'd known we had an audience, we wouldn't have blown that last trick.
I've been watching you for some time. How would you like a real audience for a change?
You mean it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There are a few rough spots that need smoothing out.
Well, it's up to you, Alex. If you think you're ready, you can go on this afternoon.
Come on, Alex. I'm sure we can give him a good show.
All right. But no passing leaps. I don't want you breaking your neck in front of a full house. And on your first performance, too.
Did you hear that, Alice? Mr. Champion's going to let us go on this afternoon.
See, Alex? I told you all you needed was practice.
What's this I hear about the kid and Alex following my act?
From now on, you knock before you come busting in here.
All right, next time I knock. Now you tell me why you put on 2 trapeze acts.
All right, I'll tell you why. Because they've got a good act. If anything, it's better than yours.
It's a lie. I can do tricks that boy doesn't know exist.
You wouldn't know it from watching you. I've seen you drop one difficult trick after another from your act.
I should risk my neck for a bunch of small-town yokels who wouldn't know good trapeze if they saw it? And for the money you pay me?
People are the same everywhere. They know talent when they see it. And you haven't shown them any for months.
All right, maybe I haven't. But I will not work under the same canvas with another aerialist act.
That's up to you. Just the same, Alex and Jim go on this afternoon.
Then I quit. Alex! You'll be interested to know you'll have the trapeze all to yourself this afternoon.
What do you mean?
I'll quit before I work on the same bill as you.
What have I ever done to you, Zarno? Why have you got it in for me?
You didn't do anything. But I still remember what you did to the Flying Falcons. I was there the night you dropped them.
Well, that was an accident. You know it. Jess told Joey before he died that it wasn't my fault.
I don't know what Joey told you, but Jess and his wife didn't regain consciousness after that fall. You killed them, and nothing will change that. And before you're through, you'll kill that partner of yours, too.
Corky,
Alec, were you part of my dad's act?
Yes. Yes, I was, Corky. Joey, why did you lie to me?
what are you talking about?
Jess never regained consciousness. He never told you anything. Why did you lie to me?
All right. So I did lie to you. But I didn't tell you anything Jess wouldn't have told you himself if he'd lived.
Oh, it's no good, Joey. Zano was right. I dropped him.
That's not so. Look, Jess knew his grip was failing him weeks before the accident. Why, he told me he was planning to quit the show at the end of the season. He knew he was gambling every time he went up there. Now, believe me, it was not your fault.
I don't know what to believe. But I can't go up this afternoon, Joey.
What are you talking about? You've got what Jim is counting on you.
I'm sorry about Jim, I mean. But I'm through in the air. You should have seen the look in Corky's eyes when he found out about...
Corky found out? How?
Zarno. Joey, you've never seen such a look in a boy's eyes. I'll see it the rest of my life. I'm sorry, but I'm through. See if Zarno's catcher will work with Jim.
I know how you must feel, Corky. You're wrong about Alex. Well, he loved your folks almost as much as you did. What happened that night, that was an accident. But you're gonna have to figure out in your own heart just how you feel. Oh, look, you don't want to fill your heart with hate. You do that and you have no room for anything else. Well, this is the time to get a little understanding, a little forgiveness. I'm not asking you to believe me. Why don't you ask our friend upstairs? He's an old hand of forgiveness.
I guess Alex told you that I agreed to act as your catcher for the matinee.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before we go on, I want to see how you work.
Let's go, honey.
Wait a minute. Just you for now.
He's lofty, Sebastian. Work back from him a little, will you? Did you talk to the boy? How did he take it?
I don't know. He don't feel so good right now.
What happened, Jim? I thought that trick was right on time.
I don't know. I guess I was off.
I thought you said the kid was good. Well, he doesn't know the first thing about trapeze.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's just not used to you, Sebastian. Try another trick.
I'm telling you, he's nothing but a rank amateur. You're a fool if you think I'll go on with him.
You're wrong. He's good. Now, you've got to work with him.
If he's so good, you go on with him yourself.
Catch for me, will you, Alex?
How about it, Alex? Will you do it?
No, I can't.
Would you do it for me, Alex? I know you must be the greatest catcher in the world because you work with my mom and dad.
You really mean that, Corky?
Sure I do.
Oh, we'll go on then. And you'll see the first performance of what's going to be one of the greatest trapeze acts in the business. Well, come on then. Let's tell Big Tim. He'll be surprised.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of introducing that sensational high-flying act, the Flying Freemans. And in the catch trap, the one and only Alex the Great. And now, on with the show.
All right, honey. Let's show 'em.
Great, aren't they?
They sure are.
I knew that young fella had class the first time I saw him perform.
I thought you said that he was no...
Well, I figured the only way I could get Alex back up there was to get him riled. But I guess it was really Corky that did the trick.
Hey, Alex, let's try the passing leap.
You're the boss now, Jim.
What do you say, honey?
Aren't they great, Mr. Champion?
They'll fill the bill, Corky.
Now what do you think of Jim, Mr. Sebastian?
Guess maybe I was wrong, huh, Corky?
Here, think maybe you could use this. It's good for strengthening the grip.